Hi, and welcome to the Balancing Act Miami Fort Lauderdale edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you the community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, we'll take a look at the unique Proteas flower, learn about a group who are literally changing lives for the homeless, hear about proper planning for your time of need, plus lots more. Today on The Balancing Act.
Up first, a story not to be missed.
The emotional connection people have to flowers is deeply rooted in their beauty, symbolism, and cultural significance. Proteas have been known to evoke a wide range of emotions with their distinctive, intricate flowers and unique size and shape.
Proteas is an extraordinary flower. It's a prehistoric flower. It is my favorite flower in the world. The exuberance of it, the size of it, the emotional feeling that you get from the flower. That's what Proteas do. Proteas come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. There's over 500 varieties. Proteas have not been used commercially in the vast majority of the country or the world. Proteas is just starting to be developed and not too many people know what a Protea is. Cultural significance is a Protea. Status, today they're used in many weddings. Anybody can use it, will fall in love with it.
Proteas typically thrive in dry, arid climates. Splendor Proteas has developed different techniques in order to grow proteas at their family-owned farm in Colombia, where the weather is cold and humid. Despite these challenges, they are able to supply proteas 52 weeks a year.
Evolution of farming proteas is a very interesting subject. We've been through 18 years to be able to develop this in Colombia. It's like two separate businesses. One is being able to source the material to be able to do the plants. And second part of it is being able to grow it. We first making plants, we had a 5% strike root in the rooting, which is very low numbers to be able to get plants. Throughout the years, now we're at 85 or 90% strike root. We've also learned with many different consultants and then on our own, so we've been able to grow 52 weeks a year. Our farm is near Bogota. There is one farm that is 9,500 feet above sea level, and we have another farm that's around 8,000 feet above sea level. Working this in the tropics is very critical because of all the different issues we have to deal with. We have to make the plants. After we make the plants, everything gets rooted from the beds of the benches. When it gets rooted, they go into bags. We confine them to be able to select the best material and the best plants to grow more plants and or plants to be ready to go into production. Proteas are very unique, and the most important part of the uniqueness is the emotional end when you're using the flower for any type of use.
I'm third generation in the business. It started with my grandfather and his rose farms, and then my dad started working with him, and now I'm third in line. What I love most about Proteas in general is their versatility, how many varieties, colors, shapes, you can use them year round. It's something completely different and versatile from what we're used to in the flower world. My connection to the Proteas, obviously we grow Proteas, distribute Proteas, we design with Proteas. There are so many different varieties of Proteas, hence how they got their name from Greek mythology. The god who was a shapeshifter. They come in pink, red, orange, yellow, green, in every shape and size. In Splendor Proteas, we're able to ship and distribute Proteas 52 weeks a year, which is very rare because they are a seasonal product, which is something that hasn't been done in the past.
Whether used fresh or dried, as a focal point or as part of a larger arrangement, Proteas can enhance any space with their unique beauty and exotic charm.
My design process with Proteas is understanding the essence of the flower and utilizing other flowers to complement the arrangement for each individual customer. Proteas are ideal for any settings. You can use them indoors, you can use them outdoors. They're very long lasting. They can be very feminine, they can be very masculine. They also dry absolutely beautiful. You can use them in your event, and then later on you have a keepsake that just is a constant reminder of that special moment that you had, whether it's your wedding or a special dinner party or an anniversary. Some new floral trends that I'm very excited about is being able to blend proteas with dried flowers. I think it's a product that lends itself very well for that particular look.
Proteas make a great gift because they're so different. Being responsible with Rainforest Alliance, with the certification, being sustainable, it's something we strive for. Everything we think about is for taking care of the planet. It is very important to consume flowers because they will pick you up, but this Proteas will give you a special emotion that no other flower will give you.
To learn more about Splendor Proteas, visit the website at splendorproteas.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
There's so much incredible work undertaken by nonprofit organizations right on our doorstep. Take a look at this.
Chapman Partnership, the private sector partners of the Miami-Dade Homeless Trust, is the largest provider of emergency shelter in Miami-Dade County. They're providing services for the homeless that are literally changing lives.
So at Chapman Partnership, we're the emergency housing partner of the Homeless Trust here in Miami-Dade County, and we're the first stop as people come into the continuum of care here in Miami-Dade County. So they come out of homelessness to Chapman Partnership, and we then take them on a journey to housing. We have approximately 500 beds in the downtown Miami area and another 300 beds in the south part of Miami-Dade County. In addition, we serve roughly 300 to 400 family individuals where there's no space in any of the emergency housing locations in Miami-Dade County, including ours. So we provide the case management of those individuals while they're placed by the Homeless Trust in a hotel or motel situation or other situation outside of emergency housing. Face of homelessness is very varied. There are all sorts of individuals and families that are varied. They could be disabled individuals. They could be youth, a very big growing part of homelessness. That's the youth between 18 and 24. It could be single individuals, single women, and it could be families with children.
Their spiritual life and wellness program is a big part of the initiative.
So here at Chapman Partnership, I'm the spiritual wellness coordinator, and we've created and we're dedicated to transforming mind, bodies, and souls through the spiritual wellness program. The program entails not only spirituality, but also wellness, which wellness comes in many different aspects. You have financial wellness, you have mental wellness, you have physical wellness. And so we're here to work with individuals that come through Chapman Partnership in those areas. So we have a program here, Man Cave Monday, which is a peer group of men that come together and we share life stories. And they help each other by showing each other that they're no different from each other, you know, through different experiences that they've had going through homelessness. Wonder Women Wednesday is a program that's set up here at Chapman Partnership where we have individuals from the outside come in to share with the women here to empower them and to uplift them.
I was born and raised in Miami, Florida. I played football at Miami Killian, and I got a scholarship in football at the University of Miami. And I also, after college, I got drafted by the New Orleans Saints, where I played a few years. And I made some real bad choices. I got involved in drugs and alcohol, which caused me to lose my career and also caused me to become homeless. Well, I found out about Chapman's through the Green Shirts, and the Green Shirts is a team that goes around the city of Miami looking for people that are homeless who don't want to be homeless anymore and to offer them shelter. It took me a week or so to take them up, but I did, and I finally came in. And I'm so glad I did. I'm very grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for the things that they do have to offer, you know, food, having a bed to sleep in at night versus being homeless is awesome, you know. And the staff here is wonderful, you know. Being here with Pastor Eric and meeting him and getting to know him has helped me tremendously, you know. I do still have bad days, but nothing compared to the bad days that I was having when I was actually homeless.
They have plans that launch a new beginning for many who are homeless. More than 50% of their clients are families.
It may deal with employment, how to get employed or how to upskill your employment to get to a living wage. It'll involve a housing plan where our housing coordinators will work with you to identify a housing solution for you. It may be finding benefits. You may not be getting all the benefits you are entitled to. It may be working with them to identify them. It may be if it's families, it may be working with the children, where they're in school, what needs they have. That has to be taken account into the housing stability plan. It could be mental health related that's in the housing stability plan. So it's a very comprehensive plan. We've always felt at Chapman, we need a holistic approach to homelessness. And it's not just getting them housed, it's getting them housed, but also giving them the skills and tools they need to not return to homelessness.
All made possible by donations and the support of the community.
We're very excited to have received a $5 million grant from the Jeff Bezos Day One Families Fund. This is a transformative gift that will be able to provide significant benefits to the Chapman Partnership. Well, with this $5 million grant, we're going to be able to, first of all, train every one of our staff members in trauma-informed care, key component to serve our residents effectively and efficiently. We're also going to be able to enhance our programs in a number of areas to take them to a whole nother level. Every individual who experiences homelessness, whether the family or a single individual, experiences trauma. And we've determined that it's important for us to approach all of our clients with empathy. So we're working on making sure we've got trauma-informed care throughout our organization. Serving the homeless, the least, the last, the lost in our community is really the true measure of the community's empathy and working with those who need help. And we're fortunate to be able to serve that community here.
I believe if we, as a people, can come together and begin to deal with the underlying issues of homelessness, then I believe that we can create a better world for tomorrow.
I'm optimistic about my future now that I'm here at Chapman's, and they're helping me with all of the things that I probably need to be successful. So I'm very grateful today.
For more information about Chapman Partnership, visit chapmanpartnership.org or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
That was great. Don't go anywhere because we've got even more amazing stories coming up like this.
In the quiet town of Miami Lakes sits an expansive and serene green space that has served as the resting place for thousands of people since it opened more than 60 years ago. The largest independently owned cemetery in the state of Florida, Vista Memorial Gardens, serves as a respite for grieving families.
Vista Memorial Gardens is a cemetery that was established in 1957. It's been compared to Arlington National Cemetery in Washington. It's 80 acres. We have the largest mausoleum complex program from here to Georgia with over 44,000 built. We're anticipating building another 44,000. We have approximately 75,000 souls that are buried within the park. It is maintained by a ground crew of 15 hardworking people, and we're very proud of the aesthetics of the park.
Vista's reputation has prided itself on is the care that everybody within our business portrays to anybody who is coming here to either visit a loved one or plan to bury a loved one or whatever the reason might be. It's an emotional time for anybody who's coming here for that reason, and every one of our staff members exude this care and empathy that I think provides some sense of comfort in the time of need.
While most people don't like to think about death, it is wise to plan ahead to alleviate the burden for your loved ones. And that type of planning and counseling is what Vista Memorial Gardens is known for.
I think there's various reasons to plan ahead. One being the financial burden that planning for funerals and burials presents to families. By doing it ahead of time, you're locking in a price now as opposed to whatever the cost might be at the time of the person's passing. And in doing that, you're alleviating a burden on your loved ones who are already going through the emotional stress of losing a family member or a friend.
Vista Memorial Gardens cares about the community. That's why they offer services at no cost to any first responder or member of the military killed in the line of duty. And they offer a generous 50% discount for all first responders and healthcare workers who purchase pre-need cemetery property for themselves and immediate family members. They also offer similar programs to veterans and educators.
It matters because we all live within a community. And if you're kinder and helping people, it gives you a certain reward internally. And I think that the people that work within Vista, most of them been with us a very long time, get the same satisfaction of knowing they're helping people at their greatest time of need. It first started during the Vietnam War by my late father. Any soldier that was killed in the line of duty was offered free burial services at Vista Memorial Gardens.
Vista Memorial has had a relationship with Mount Sinai Medical Center for decades. And for about 4 years ago, they offered us a program for our employees, which has been very well received by all. In fact, when it was first introduced 4 years ago, we had a wellness fair, and one of the representatives from Vista Memorial was there to talk to our employees. And the employees were very excited to hear about the program because it's a discounted program and they're able to pay on a monthly basis for the services and be ready for when that time comes.
The death care industry is one where you have to worry about the funeral service, the cemetery property. If it's going to be a cremation, that's one form of death care. There's 49 reasons why purchasing pre-need is important. Also because you're easing the burden on your loved ones because the decision is made in advance by those who eventually will pass away.
For more information about Vista Memorial Gardens, go to vistamemorial.net or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
These amazing stories keep coming, just like this one.
As you can imagine, planning a large event, let alone a wedding, can be quite the challenge. Between wasted hours online and potentially unreliable vendors, hiring professionals is always a good idea, and hiring the best guarantees an amazing event. And in South Florida, it would be hard to beat the combined efforts of Busy Bees Events and the Event Group Design and Decor. Their work is like no other.
My name's Bettina, and I'm the owner of a full-service wedding and event planning company in South Florida. We specialize in weddings, but we do all types of social events, private events, corporate events. We do specialize in all types of events, but our real big specialty is definitely weddings. We flourish in weddings, especially when we work with our partners, the Event Group.
My name's Joel Clendenin. I own the Event Group Design and Decor. I am the owner-operator of an amazing production company surrounded by some incredibly talented people who contribute to us making events into a great success.
All those separate entities, Busy Bees Events and the Event Group Design and Decor, combine forces regularly to put on some truly impressive functions and can pull off just about anything.
What separates me from the rest of the wedding planners is that I definitely pay special attention to detail, as well as make sure that I'm always there for every step of the way and make sure communication's always on point. I always try to make the clients feel like they're my only clients and their day is just so special.
Bettina is a rock star. From the moment we met on an event by chance, and we hit it off right away.
We had a wedding for my oldest daughter, and we decided to hire a planning group to help us with the wedding, and it was here in Boca Raton, Florida. I actually interviewed several different companies, and someone gave me the advice that when I did interview the companies that I should make sure that it was a good match with the person I would be working with. The process working on my event was very smooth because of who I hired. They made it easy, and any decisions that had to be made, we worked through them together. It was everything we ever dreamed of, and every little detail was taken care of just perfect.
In order to make the process of wedding planning more organized and less intimidating, Bettina has launched a wedding planning online course and even a wedding ebook to help all those lost in the process of planning their wedding.
The online course includes over 40 hours of me talking about the wedding planning process, from the very start of the wedding planning process to the end. So we start off with discussing our top 3 steps. And our top 3 steps are: 1, figure out your guest count. Your wedding guest count, your event guest count is so important to translate not only into your budget, but to your whole wedding process. And the second step is definitely the budget. The budget is something that will entail not only what will be included as part of your wedding, but also where will it be located. Based on your wedding guest count will translate into your budget. And number 3 is your zip code, knowing what areas you want to stay within, knowing what type of institutions you want to get married in. It's very important to know those details before going into the wedding planning process. If you start off with knowing those 3 steps before going into the process, you should be in good footing. I would encourage people who are going into the wedding planning process to definitely take a deep breath and remember, at the end of the day, you're marrying your best friend, and that's the most important part of the day.
So remember, when it's time to plan that wedding or other special event, look no further than the Dream Team.
Why are we the Dream Team? We are the Dream Team because we work off of each other's energy, and we truly work together to make the client as happy as we can possibly make them and make the day as smooth as possible.
It's so true. She's the anchor, I'm the sail. She's often railing me back in.
Yep. That's definitely a kid in a candy shop is what he likes to say. We work together so well because I really focus on logistics of a day and making sure everything goes according to plan, and he makes sure that the clients are so happy with the production and design.
We did that wedding at the Conrad in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes, yeah.
It was an acrylic canopy. Winds were over 15 miles an hour.
Almost 20.
Almost 20, and we still wanted to make the client happy, and there's some video and footage of me hanging over the edge, risking life and limb to produce this event for her because that's what she wanted. We tried everything, and luckily it's one of those things that we're able to shift and make change to make her happy as well.
I cannot wait for the future. It's going to be definitely epic, and we are just planning such a great adventures in the future, and definitely follow us on our social media because we try to do our best updating all of our fans and clients out there.
That's correct.
For more information about Busy Bees events, go to busybeesevents.com. For more information about the event group design and decor, go to theeventgroup.net or just check out our website, thebalancingact.com.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.